If your income hasn't moved in months or even years, it's not your fault. It's your paradigm. You've literally been programmed to operate at a certain level. And until you change your paradigm, nothing shifts. Now, a paradigm is a mental programming. It's that section of our subconscious mind that stores habits. And think about this. Almost all of our behavior is habitual. We are literally creatures of habit. Now, if you live with someone and you observe their behavior, you will find that 95% of what they do, they don't have to think about it. They brush their teeth with their left hand or their right hand. They put their right shoe on first, and they don't have to think about it because our paradigm controls 95% of our thoughts, emotions, actions, and decisions. So that means that your paradigm is controlling 95% of your entire life. Now, your paradigm controls how much money can come into your life. Your paradigm controls how effective you are when you're working. Now, if you're not aware of what a paradigm is, then don't be too concerned about it. Because if you go and ask your neighbor, they're probably not going to know either. Now, our paradigm controls our behavior. So if we want to change the results that we're getting, we have to change the primary cause of our results, which is our paradigm. And this is something that I didn't do for 8 years. I thought I knew it all. I was reading Think and Grow Rich. I was watching The Secret. I thought I knew everything, but my results didn't change because my paradigm didn't change. So I kept earning the same amount year after year for 8 years until I sat down and I thought, no, something is not right. Then once my paradigm changed, within 5.5 months, I turned my yearly income into a monthly income. Like, think about that. I literally turned my yearly income into a monthly income within 5.5 months. Not from changing my marketing, not from changing my Canva templates or changing my branding. No, they're all external. I changed my internal programming, which was my paradigm, and my income just skyrocketed. Now let's think about our paradigm. Our paradigm wants us to stay where we are because it's comfortable. That's why when we step out and we do something, we start doing sales calls, we set up a new business. If we start to earn more than our paradigm is comfortable earning, we start to self-sabotage. We start to undercharge. We start to procrastinate. We literally destroy our progress and go back to where we're programmed to be. How crazy is that? And I always say to people, you're not lazy, you're just programmed. Let's think of a person that wants to get in shape. They get a great fitness plan off their coach. They get a great diet plan. And they go out with their friends and they see that big chocolate cake and they don't want the results that the cake's going to give them, but they go ahead and eat it. Then the friend says, well, I thought you was on a diet. And the person says, I am. So why did you eat the cake? And the person will say, I don't know. Well, you don't want the results that the cake's going to give you. The person says, I know. So why did you do it? And the person says, I don't know. Now, the reason that they did it is because they are programmed. Their self-image sees them as overweight. So if they don't change the primary cause of their results, whether that's your physique, whether that's your income, you will always go back to where you're programmed to see yourself. You will always go back to what you believe you are worth. I had some really limiting beliefs within my paradigm. I thought that if you want to earn lots of money, you've got to sacrifice your health. You've got to sacrifice your time. You've got to sacrifice, spending time with family members. You've got to sacrifice holidays. My mentor, Bob, and his team, they was quite blunt with me. They said, no, you don't. This is an abundant universe and you deserve abundance, not just with your money, but with your family, with your friends, with your holidays. Abundance means in all areas of your life. So what I had to do is I had to take these old limiting beliefs that was fixed into my subconscious mind, my paradigm, and replace them with better beliefs. And I want to help you do the same. Now, I want you to think of a result that you're getting that you're not happy with. This could be within your income. This could be with your weight. This could be with your business or your sales, whatever. And I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to write it down in all of its negativity. I'll give you an example. I've been making £7,000 every single month for the past 5 years. And when I make a bit more, it always seems to come down. I get going with my sales and then they come back down and I just can't seem to be consistent with getting past £20,000 a month. Write it all down. Then what I want you to do is I want you to get a new piece of paper. I want you to write down in present tense the result that you want. I am so happy and grateful that my business is generating more and more each month. Every single day I am becoming more and more effective as a salesperson. My income continually increases every single month. Now what I want you to do, I want you to get the first piece of paper, I want you to go outside and I want you to burn it. I want you to literally burn it. Now that is not going to get rid of the idea that is fixed in your paradigm, but it is symbolic. We're letting it go. Now you've got your new result that you want on the piece of paper. I want you to burn that into your mind. Now here's what's going to happen. Through repetition of saying this new result that you want, that your sales are improving or whatever it is that you want, your subconscious mind, your paradigm is going to forget about the old idea of you can't be consistent, your sales aren't improving, and it's going to be replaced by this new idea that every single month your income increases every single month and you find it so easy to do. Now once your paradigm accepts this new idea, you can forget about working hard. Your paradigm is in control of your vibration. Once your subconscious mind accepts a new idea, it alters your vibration and it alters what you attract. Now, I went from £15,000 a year to over £18,000 a month, and I didn't work more hours. In fact, the less I work, the more I earn, because your income is based off what your subconscious mind believes you're worth. You know, I have calls with so many business owners, so many people that want to make more money, and they tell me what they're earning. And I say, God, you know you're worth more than that. And they say, yeah, I know I am. And I say, well, I know that as well. But right now, your subconscious mind doesn't know that. Once your subconscious mind believes that you're already earning the amount of money that you earn, you will know because you will see it in your results. I love results. You know, there's a great quote, men lie, women lie, results never lie. Your results always tell you what is going on inside of your subconscious mind. So if you want to change your results, you've got to get rid of the old ideas that are in your paradigm and replace them with new, more positive, more abundant and more prosperous ideas. And never try and change more than 1 or 2 habits at a time, because you'll end up changing nothing. And if you want a helping hand, then go to the link in the description and download my £10,000 plus month breakthrough blueprint. It's completely free, and I have put everything that I have learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, into that blueprint. And if you're really ready for change, I would suggest booking a free one-to-one call with me. I mean, in that hour call with me, you will make massive shifts and you will leave that call knowing exactly what to do to change your paradigm. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget the action step, and I'll see you in the next video.